The things people do for money. So let me ask you guys this question. What would you do for money? If someone gave you or said they would give you $10,000 to slap your mother in the face. I ain't talking about no little slap. I'm talking about slap fire from your mother. $10,000. What would you do? Huh? You gonna pull your hand back? You gonna lay fire to your mama for $10,000? Right then and there. They got it in their hand. Mr. or Miss, $10,000. Would you slap your mama? Huh? Let's get into the podcast. What's up, guys? It's your boy Ty, and I appreciate you guys being here with me on the podcast. Wherever you're catching this at, I appreciate you being here. And today we're going to talk about money and the things people do for money. You guys know on my podcast, we talk about money, finances, inspiration, motivation, stocks, crypto, everything. But today we just talking about money and being moral with money. So today I got Sandra with me.
Hey Ty, how are you?
What's up, Sandra? You know we love to have Sandra with us. And if you haven't already, make sure you guys go check out the first episode of Timeline Ministries. And that's going to be the spinoff. If you want to get inspired, motivated, catch a little bit of the word, that's where you can go. Timeline Ministries. So make sure you guys check that out. All right. So, Sandra.
Yeah.
I got to ask you.
Okay, I'm ready.
So if you were back in the day, you know, your mama, you see your mama, somebody asked you, would you slap your mama? And again, not no little baby slap. I'm talking about fire. You gotta crank back.
Slap my mother.
Snap her
for
$10,000.
Taekwon.
What would you do?
I wouldn't slap my mama for $10 for $1 million. Cause you know the thing is, that's just not in me.
Yeah, see?
That's not in me. It's got to be a seed there. It's got to be a seed in there before you could do something.
It got to
like
be a
that.
Reason, right?
It's got to be something already in you.
I don't even know if I could ever slap my mama. I don't know. Unless she tell me you better get that $10,000. You better slap. Unless she demand me to slap five.
You knock her teeth out?
Maybe. If she told me
no,
to.
I couldn't do it.
If she said, Ty, I need that $10,000.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
You better slap me.
So you would be, if you would do it if you guys were in cahoots.
Maybe.
With each other.
I think my mom would be like, she needed that. I should have done it. If I told her I ain't do it, mom, she gonna look at me. She might look at me like I'm crazy. Like I would have took that.
Well, see, that's different. Yeah. That's a little bit different. Now,
but I ain't just slapping mom.
You just can't go up slapping mom.
No.
Cause that's, you got the money, but how you gonna feel the rest of your life knowing that you wailed on your mother
to get that money?
The woman that brought you in the world almost died, I'm sure.
Yeah, you didn't
to
knock
bring
mama to
forth
the ground.
life, and how you gonna feel about it? How could you spend it in peace?
Like I said, I don't think I would do it.
No, you'd have to just go on and give it to her.
Now I know our listeners. If you would quickly slap your mama for the $10,000, drop it in the comments. Let us know.
Yeah.
Or if you wouldn't, because you right with us and you got a little bit more morals than that, let us know. I would love to know.
Yeah, I think it would depend on your circumstances.
Yeah.
I do. Now, like I said, I wouldn't, because I knew how I felt about my mom, and I knew how my mama was. I probably wouldn't be sitting here.
It wouldn't live to see tomorrow.
No, I wouldn't be sitting here. But the thing is, a lot of people, I'm blessed to have always had a good foundation.
Oh, so you said,
and I wasn't in the street. We had food, clothing, shelter, love. Everybody don't have that. So, if you ask them to slap, they probably would slap Jesus for $10,000. Because, you got to think about that circumstance that a person is in. If we being fair.
Yeah, because some people rob and kill people for less.
That's our whole point.
For less.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's back to the topic at hand, the things people do for money. So money is needed. We all know that. We got to have money to live in life, and to especially do the things that we need to do and we want to do. We need to eat, so we need money to go eat. We need to take care of our families. We need money for that. You want something materialistic or whatever, you need money for that. But it should be aligned to what you would do for money. And I know life is a journey, and we all want to get that money. And a lot of people like to say, chase the bag. I'm trying to get my bag. Don't lose yourself chasing money. And that's the main reason I wanted to do this podcast, because I know so many people that, you know, they'll do almost anything for money.
Yeah, lose your soul.
I was asking something. How about that? I asked the guy one time at work. I said, "Hey man, would you sell your soul for money? $1 million, $2 million?" You know what the guy said to me?
What do you say, Ty?
So I don't know what my soul look like. I don't know what it's doing for me. They can take it.
Your soul is your mind, your will, your emotions. That's who you are.
He said, "Can you show it to me? If not, I guess he ain't doing too much. I sell it." I said, "Oh, dang, you gonna say?" He said, "He can have."
You gotta be kidding me.
Hey, he said.
So he's lost, Ty.
He said he'll do it. I said, "Come on, man."
Oh my God, that was such a dangerous conversation.
I said, "You can't sell your soul," but he was like, "You tell me what it look like. You tell me what it is exactly, and you pull it out somewhere. You can't gain." Come on, man.
But you know what though? I wish that I had been talking to him, because I would have said, "Well, you can't see air either, but you need it to breathe and live.
And you know it's there.
And you know it's there." So same way with your soul, honey. You have a soul, and you know what? You can lose it in an instant, and you will feel. You know, you got the money, but a lot of people, once they get the money or whatever they're chasing, you know, they lonely. They feel guilt and regret, and there's some things that'll follow you to the grave. The worst thing I think that you can have at the end of your life, whatever age it is regret.
Yeah.
You can never do anything about it. You don't know how to turn it around. You know, and that's the thing about your soul. You have a soul. It's because you can't see it. That don't mean it's not. That's your mind, your will, and your emotions.
But some people don't care. And I think it's the same thing when people kill people for money. People steal and, you know, inflict harm upon others.
Another person.
And just for the money. I guess they would probably think the same way, that their actions, you know, it don't really matter about their actions. But I feel like, man, you get a certain feeling when you do certain things. Like if I'm gonna do something sideways, if somebody asked me to do something for money that I was really uncomfortable with, like slap my mother or go out there and harm someone, or maybe even just, you know, lying. If I gotta lie for my money, stealing, lying, if I gotta do stuff like that for my money, I don't want it.
You know what I would like to do, Ty, in the future as we grow with this, I would like to maybe visit the prisons and maybe talk to somebody who did something, you know, to get there, and just see how they feel about it.
Exactly.
How they feeling about it now, you know?
It all depends on the people, though. You know, some people don't feel remorseful.
No,
and those are probably the people that probably let their soul go for the money.
They take your head clean off.
Yeah, they let their soul go for the money a long time ago, so they probably
don't feel anything.
And then you will have some that's remorseful.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of times people go to like prisons and stuff, and they find something.
Then they have found
God,
some light.
Allah. They find something to, you know, fill that void of, man, I did that wrong deed, so now I'm trying to get myself right. But a lot of times,
you know, if they're telling the truth, you can respect that, because people make mistakes. You know, we all make mistakes, and if you have done something for money or for, you know, well, anything that you shouldn't have, it's a way you can get forgiveness.
You can turn it around.
You can turn it around, and you can never change the consequences. You still gonna have to deal with that, but you can get forgiveness where you can live in peace, even though you may have done something that you feel bad about now.
Yeah, so I guess the best thing to do is don't get to that point. And I feel like one of the ways, of course, we're going to revert back to what this podcast is about, being good with your money, being good with your finances.
Yes.
When you're actually good and stable, nobody can entice you with money.
Correct.
If you are hurting and you're in a bad place, like you said, it depends on your circumstances, then you might be enticed. Think about it, like I said, the single mother that needs money for her kids or something like that, she might got to go to a certain guy to go get some money. She might do it. We see movies like that, right? Might go out there and do something for the money, depending on the circumstance. But if you can get to the point where you can handle your own finances, nobody can offer you nothing.
And education.
And education
and realize there are programs for single moms, or
programs for everybody.
It's supplements for food. There are shelters. You may be down, but you don't have to stay down. The Bible speaks of going through the valley of the shadow of death. That's simply talking about the hard times of life. And I think that we have all been in a dark place. But the thing is, don't stay there. Pass on through it. Educate yourself on how to get up and get out. Because I believe that for every problem, there is a solution.
Yeah.
And you got to use your brain and, use your common sense.
And your network, like I said, you gotta use we all need each other for something at some point. And before you go do something you shouldn't, or something that you feel bad about for money, go stealing from people, go deal with somebody that you don't want to deal with for money, you can ask for help.
And you know what? That fed into the one we did about people, family, and money. Sometimes you hate to see the phone ring because you know what Bill and Bob want.
Yeah.
And that's the lack of education, because you don't count somebody else's money, and you don't count on somebody else's money.
But you still, it's the difference from asking for money and asking for help.
Exactly.
You can ask for my money, and that might turn me on. But if you ask, hey, I really need to, make an ends for my family, I don't know what to do. Guess what? I'm in a position that I can maybe help you get a job if you really want it.
Correct.
I'm in a position that if your expertise can't suit with my job, I know other people that's hiring. I know ways that maybe can get you a job if you serious about it. Or you can just keep asking me for money that I ain't gonna give you, right?
Yeah, what's that thing that you give me a fish and I'll eat today? But if you teach me to fish, I eat a lifetime. So, I love that.
And that's, like I said, the difference between asking for money and help. So before, like I said, you just got to educate yourself and don't have too much pride to actually ask for help like that. I think a lot of times people have too much pride when they actually are having money problems, so they don't want to go ask, hey man, I really need a job, hey, can you help me out? You just want to ask for this quick favor. But a lot of times, like you said, with the analogy of teaching a man to fish, if I just give you a fish, guess what? You don't know how to fish. You're gonna come back and ask me for another one of my fish.
If I give you the fish, okay, tomorrow's coming, next month is coming, so it would behoove you to learn to fish, as opposed to asking for a fish, because nothing turns another person off than a beggar. Every time you turn, and they healthy now, is a difference. When you healthy and doing a healthy beggar, and that like just don't even sound right. Some things that you could you do for money, it's not always good things, and we already established that money is a tool.
Too. And don't lose your morals, yourself, or any of that. Just chasing a bag or trying to get money. Make sure that the things you do for money you're proud of.
And don't try to own people, because that you got this or you did that for them, and because that's a lot of that's going around. I am not a person that know a lot about the street, but I do keep up with TV and media, and I see how sometimes producers of records they'll own a person.
So that's the things people do with the money,
right?
Because they feel they got so much power, they go out there and try to control people.
That's the word. You gotta come through me to get that and this and the third, and it's nothing more distasteful, because that's a form of slavery.
You're trying to own people with your money.
That's what you do with your money. And it's probably not yours.
And who knows how you got yours?
Who knows how you got it?
If you trying to do what they say, people always do what has been done to them. So who knows what you had to do to get all that money you got?
And Titus, is a timeless subject. I know you know about the Temptations. We got a little gap between us, but who don't remember For the Love of Money? Or was that the OJs?
That's the OJs. Money.
What a person to do for money.
Low down.
Yes.
Yeah.
Woman to sell her precious body, and it's still the truth today. That song was about in the 70s, I believe.
Yeah.
And it's timeless because it's true.
Yeah. And because, like you said, they still do it today. People will do some heinous things for money. But again, the root problem or the root cause, if you understand money, nobody can't sway you. Nobody can't move you if you're educated and you got your stuff in order. So that's the goal. So you don't have to go out there and do distasteful things for money.
And you don't have to have what the next person has. You got to strive for peace in your life, to where I don't care if the person beside you is driving a Porsche, or some people say Porsche. Either way, if you driving your Chevrolet and they driving a Porsche, guess what? Both of the cars are designed to take you where you gotta go and bring you back home. So we got to remember, don't fill your heart up with what somebody else have for money, because that's when you're getting out of peace. Now you're looking out the window and you're seeing things that you don't necessarily need. If the brother or sister got a Porsche, thank God for that. That's cool. You don't know what they did to get it or what they're doing to keep it, but you can still bless a brother.
Yeah.
That look nice. But you gotta stay within your means, and try not to get all out with what your eyes see. You got to learn how to stay under your means, not within. And you'll be cool.
Yep. So let us know what you guys think about this one.
Give us your comments.
Let us know. Good topic, good conversation, good vibes. You guys know what the podcast is all about.
Thanks, Ty, for having me. I love this when you get to talking about people and things and life. I like that. So thanks for having me.
Yep. All right. We'll see y'all next time.